it in every time this team kicks it off.
The Huskers ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Trying to get through the noise. It's Lewis. Makes the grab. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early.
To throw. Fires to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. On the gun on third down, Lewis. Working the middle. Goes down immediately, but that's just what they needed. It'll be a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that one.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Here's Lewis. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Throwing, Lewis. Snags it. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, fourth down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
Lewis lets it fly. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
Lewis to throw for it on 4. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but or that. Now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Tough run across the 5. He'll get it all the way out to the 8-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They give it back to him. Driven back.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
3rd and long right here. And they'll get nothing going on this one either, at least back to the line of scrimmage, but it is 4th down. The Cornhuskers decide to punt it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Trying to take it back. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Here's Lewis to throw. Right side, it's Young.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Lewis wants to pass. Caught. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense in zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. And that one's too high. Out of bounds. Incomplete.
Oh, and you just feel kind of like that's a little bit of a missed opportunity. He had him open, and he just overshot it a little bit. Man, those sting.
Long way to go on 2nd down. It's Lewis again. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Trying to run, it's Young. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Scoreless as we head into the 2nd quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Throwing, Lewis. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado! Setting up for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. The 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Second and long here. Scanning the field, it's Graves. Got his man.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
And the Huskers will line it up on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. On target. Hard running there. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short. And you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
Comes out to go on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Lewis unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get him.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. For a loss on the trick play.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
And the Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's Lewis to throw. Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Lewis from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. The Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Not a lot of room to field this one. Rams him with the stiff arm. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Handoff to the single running back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll ride him again. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Man, that's good plays back-to-back, getting him on the ground. And I tell you what, just good job wrapping him up, not letting him get yards after contact and make your defense really have to work harder. Great job getting downhill, making tackles, and now you're set up pretty good. 3rd and medium, probably a passing situation. Nice physicality by this defense.
Looking for a man. It's Graves. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Throwing, Lewis. Looking left. It's caught downfield. Gets away from one. He's got space. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. And the Buffaloes, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Wants to throw on 1st. Unloads it left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's a reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Lewis. Going for it all. They took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be 3rd down.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Nothing there, and he just had to throw it away.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Right down the boulevard. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Number 46, set to advance on the football.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Graves. Takes the easy completion. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Huskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Burrowing for yardage. Can't get him to the ground. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Gets it to the back. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. He's going to let it go. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the 1st half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
3rd and long coming up. Moves the pocket. It's Graves. He'll try to do it himself. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Fresh set of downs going up top. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Red pass, it's complete. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. From the gun, the ground game. There he goes. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. Let's start with TCU taking on the NC State Wolfpack. And it's the Horned Frogs looking to
breaks even with the yardage you would have gotten with a touchback.
Here now, a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Pac-12 Conference.
The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and
He's loose on the right. He's at the 40, the 20. He's at the 10, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Husker!
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. He'll pull it down. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Here's Lewis to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Zips it out to his man.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
Lewis wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense got it. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. A QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Might have led him a little too far. He's able to make the catch, but can't get the feet down in bounds.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Changing the routes with his receivers. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Breaks into the open. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Buffaloes! The defense takes matters into its own hands. to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. What a brain cramp. He just lost track of the play clock and gets hit with delay of game on a 2-point conversion attempt. Then perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Looks like he's going to bring it out. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Offense in a bunch formation. From the gun, running back gets to give. Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Graves. Fires to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
This offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Throws to the wideout. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better, Dave.
Yeah, executing better, understanding I still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build on that lead.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Throwing, Lewis. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Mathis. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call. But
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Fires to the middle. It's complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
this offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
They're all over him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Lewis hauls it in. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Third down from the gun, Lewis. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Man, as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Number 46, set to kick this one.
And he's going to bring this one out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. From the gun, he is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Looking to throw, it's Graves. Right side, it's Lindsey. Hits him with a stiff arm. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
From the gun, it's Lindsey. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Second down, gonna throw it. Finds his man.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Now just about ready to snap it to start the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking downfield, it's Graves. Left side, it's Thomas. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. And the Huskers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
The Huskers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Complete to the right. What a throw! Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Turns it upfield. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers.
Wants to throw again. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Shoots it to the left. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the 4th quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Out wide left, it's Mathis. At the 45, on his way. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
And the Buffaloes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
All right, I know we're winning, and that's great. But at some point, we got to stop getting our quarterback killed. Like, we got to protect the most important player on the field. Please?
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Here's Lewis to throw. Look out. And it's a sack. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the change impossible. On the delay, it's Young. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
Well, you got to wonder about the play call there. 3rd and long, hoping to catch the defense off guard, napping, but they weren't fooled. They made a play, got the tackle for a loss. Now you've got 4th in California.
Catches it at the 30. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Back to pass, it's Graves. Out wide right, it's Thomas.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
Second down to the air. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Bringing it back. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Bucks. The defense putting points on the board.
And all this defense has done all game long is be absolutely dominant. They have been shutting them out, whether they've tried running it, whether they've tried throwing it. They've been creating takeaways. You get the pick 6 right there. You just can't say enough good things about how this defense has played today.
And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the 4th. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Looking for a man, it's Graves. Throws for the tight end. Leaves his feet, makes a nice grab along the right sideline. The Cornhuskers will hustle to the line. How about the tight end showing the athleticism and diving to make that grab?
It's so nice as a quarterback, Reese, to have a tight end who's athletic and can make the play when it's not a perfect throw.
He's got it. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun. Fires left. It's caught. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Reels it in. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The Cornhuskers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had it.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Handoff again. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.